We are creating a mock fire to take you through a scene as though it were happening. Our pagers have beeped and give us the information of a structure fire and the address. In a real scenario, this is what all firefighters would be wearing. This is full bunker PPE or personal protection equipment. However, for the purposes of this video, we'll be wearing this. A tender's primary role is to get water to the scene. Let's get started with setting up a porta pond and dumping.
Dispatch, this is 5541 en route, status 2.
5541, 1111.
Call the engine and see where they want us.
5501, this is 5541. Where do you want us? 5541, this is 5501. Please set up a pond to the east of the engine. It's flat and you can drive through easily. Brake. Copy that.
An engine team for 5501 has already arrived. To keep water flowing to them, we need to set up a porta pond as quickly as possible. The switch to lower the porta pond is at the right rear side of the truck. Hold the button down until you hear a clicking noise. Okay, so we'll lift on 3. Let's get it. You want the drain at the lowest point of earth so that at the end of the scene, when you are emptying the pond, you are not working against gravity. Even if you have plenty of muscle, try not to make more work for yourself than necessary. Make sure the drain is on the outside of the pond with the rope wrapped and securely tied. As we're on the right side, Sarah will dump water from the passenger side first, using the button on the outside of the tender. We have 2 other ways to show you how to dump, and by the end you'll see how much water this tender gives to a scene. Next is the driver's side dump, or left dump. Dumping water from the driver's side is exactly the same, except we use the button on the driver's side. The final way to dump water is using the rear dump. Dumping from the rear is the riskiest of the 3. The chance of damaging the truck or pond is much higher, and even worse, there might be someone behind the truck you can't see. If there is someone available to back up your truck, use them. It is the safest way to be on scene. Sarah will flip the rear dump switch on the back of the truck. Often, the tender driver is working alone and uses a dump switch inside the cab. If your only approach to the porta pond is from the rear dump, on Sugarloaf we have rear cameras in our tenders to help us back up safely. If I was alone, I would use the rear dump switch here in the cab. A final comment on dumping. Try your best to dump all your water. Keep the front of the truck pointing uphill if you are on a slope, so as to maximize the amount of water you can dump out and give to the scene. So those are the 3 ways to dump water out of the tender, and this is what a full tank looks like in the porta pond. From here, we would connect a hard suction hose to the engine with the strainer on the end in the pond. The water from the pond flows through the engine pump and directly out to the hoses, making it the most efficient way to get water to the firefighters on the end. No time to waste, let's go refill. We start with the easiest way, the pressurized hydrant.